On March 11th, 2014, I uploaded a video called The Top 10 Zelda Games. The video was lackluster at best, with games I had barely played through or hadn't played at all. But throughout the years, 1 year, I played through a lot of the games in the Zelda franchise, and now I have finally decided my top 10. So yeah, this is the top 10 Zelda games, Remastered. Minish Cap is very unique to the Zelda franchise. It's colorful, it's beautiful, it's lively, and it's a great GBA game. I love the story, I love the villains, and I love turning into a Picori and walking around. He's so tiny and so cute! It's like a kitty cat. So adorable. But anyway, I also love how it's Toon Link inspired. I mean, Toon Link's on the cover because, you know, Toon Link didn't get enough games. And also, Phantom Hourglass sucks. The only good games that Toon Link really got were Wind Waker and Spirit Tracks. And that's why this game deserves to be on this list. It gave Toon Link this new game, this new adventure, and it was another prequel. Nintendo, you like prequels. But a very awesome game, and I'm glad to have it on this list. I bet you guys weren't expecting this game on the list. Yeah, Zelda 2. I love Zelda 2. It's unique, it was different, it was side-scrolling. It was cool, and it had some really good boss battles. But yeah, I know that the random enemy encounters and Death Mountain were a pain in the butt. But it was a fun game overall, and I really enjoyed it. So, all you haters may say, the game sucks. But you know what? It was a good game for the NES, and I'm glad it exists. Because it's freaking cool. Yes, indeed, the game that started it all, The Legend of Zelda on the NES. Expansive for the NES. So many items for the NES. Just an amazing game with a pretty simple story. You're the hero, save the princess. Yes, it was hard at times, but it was unbelievable for the NES era, and it was the first game to have a save system. Yeah, Zelda was the first game to have a save system, and that's why it's awesome. Please don't kill me for this, but yes, number 7, A Link to the Past. I'm sorry, it's just not as good as some other games in the series. That's how I feel. I know so many people think it's the best Zelda game of all time. I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way about it. But trust me, still a stellar game. It was pretty awesome for the third Zelda game. And yeah, I like it, but personally I think there's games that surpass it in the Zelda franchise. But I apologize to all you lovers of it. Trust me, I love it too, but it does not deserve to be higher than this. I've moved this game drastically from the last list. It was 3rd. I moved it to 6. Not that I've changed my attitude towards this game, it's just it didn't deserve to be 3. I love this game. It gets way too much hate. The motion controls were tight, the cartoony style is awesome, it just felt good all around. Of course it was another prequel because, you know, Nintendo loves those, but I loved exploring Skyloft. It just felt like a really solid game to me, and I'm really glad it's part of the Zelda franchise. Yep, the sequel to Link to the Past got higher than Link to the Past itself. The whole merging into the wall to get between Lorule and Hyrule is awesome. I love the dungeons, I love the characters, I love the 3D, I love the final boss battle, I love the twist with Hilda. Spoiler, but I love everything in this game, and I love it to death. And that's why it sucks that I stuck at hero mode, because I would totally have beaten it by now. It was just a great game, and I recommend you should play it. Another interesting entry in the Zelda franchise that, again, gets a lot of hate. Twilight Princess. Oh my gosh. This game is cool, it's dark, it brings you back to places you love, and it just has an all-around good story and an amazing twist at the end that I won't spoil for everyone out there who hasn't played it. I love the eerie feel of it. I love Wolf Link. I love MIDNA. She was a great supporting character, and this game is just freaking awesome. I love everything about it, and I don't understand why a lot of people hate this game. Riding Epona was cool, having the motion controls on the Wii was cool, and the GameCube version was also awesome. So I don't understand why a lot of people hate this game, because I love Twilight Princess, and that's why it's here on the list at number 4. Wind Waker. I don't care what anybody says about the cel-shaded graphics and the sailing. The cel-shaded graphics made this game look beautiful, vibrant, colorful, lively, and the sailing made this game feel open and vast. I loved sailing around, finding new islands, and also finding banded rafts and stealing all their treasure. Moving on. I love the characters, I love the island, I love this weird new take where Hyrule is flooded, because most games are on flat land. Wind Waker is just amazing, and I also love how they kind of brought an instrument back, like how they had the ocarina. The Wind Waker kind of worked in that way too, with different songs that would direct the wind in different ways, and that would do all these crazy things. Wind Waker was just a really, really good game, and I'm really glad to have it at the number 3 spot on this list. How could this game not be on the list? It's so depressing. Every character has their own story. There's so many quests. There's so many extra items. Tingle was new and played a big part with his maps. You see many returning faces, like from Ocarina of Time, which gave a lot of nostalgia even though they had different names and didn't know you. The masks were awesome, the transformation masks. Everything about this game was just amazing. And also that feel. Like, once you completed a dungeon, say Woodfall, and the water would clear out of the poison. Once you go back playing the Song of Time, go back to the beginning of the first 3 days, you know it's all reset. And this game just makes you feel little, but in a sense, you love the way it makes you feel little. And that's why Majora's Mask is number 2. I had to stick with my favorite game of all time. Yup, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The story is great, the feel is great, I just get so much nostalgia playing this game. I love the bosses, I love the dungeons, I love the final fight with Ganondorf, I love this relationship between Link and Zelda, I love all the characters, I love Lon Lon Ranch, I love Epona, I love everything about this game, and it just speaks words in my mind what this game does. It's just amazing. It is a legend in my mind, and it does get hate for being too overrated, but this game is just outstandingly good, and I don't understand how people don't like it. I love the 3D for the 3DS version, I love the classic version, I love playing songs on my ocarina. That moment you just feel so much when you pull out Master Sword for the first time, and that's why The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is my favorite game of all time and my favorite Zelda game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now to the outro. And that's it. That is my top 10 favorite Zelda games, and I don't know if that list is going to change. It might, but right now those are my 10 favorite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear your feedback. And follow me on Twitter. Also, subscribe to join the Alliance today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. JRG, signing out.